Imagine a world where the stories of countless visionaries, creators, and trailblazers have been hidden for centuries, where the brilliance of minds that shaped science, technology, arts, and society went unrecognized, from the majestic kingdoms of ancient Africa to the groundbreaking innovations of modern times. Black individuals have been at the forefront of human progress, pushing boundaries and redefining what is possible. Their courage, ingenuity, and determination have not only transformed their own communities, but have left a lasting impact on the entire world. Yet, for far too long, these stories were overshadowed, overlooked, or forgotten. Today, we shine a light on these remarkable achievements, celebrating the pioneers whose ideas and actions continue to inspire generations. Imagine the awe-inspiring engineering of the Great Pyramid of Giza, the scientific genius of Imhotep, or the revolutionary inventions of Granville T. Woods, Charles Drew. Each of these figures represents a chapter in a powerful narrative of creativity, resilience, and brilliance that has shaped the course of history. In this journey, we will explore how their contributions have transformed medicine, technology, and culture, demonstrating that innovation knows no boundaries. We will uncover stories of perseverance in the face of adversity, breakthroughs that changed the world, and legacies that continue to inspire curiosity, discovery, and progress. If you want to uncover these hidden histories and celebrate the extraordinary achievements of Black pioneers, make sure to hit the like button, share this video with your friends, and subscribe to our channel for more inspiring stories from around the globe. Join us as we dive into a story of brilliance, resilience, and the incredible legacy of those who dared to dream beyond limits. This is a journey you do not want to miss. Long before the world mapped its modern cities and charted the stars with telescopes, magnificent civilizations thrived along the banks of the Nile and across the African continent, leaving behind legacies that continue to inspire awe and curiosity today. Kingdoms like Egypt, Nubia, and Axum were not merely political powers. They were centers of learning, innovation, and culture, where knowledge was celebrated and curiosity nurtured. In these lands, the natural world was studied with precision, and human ingenuity was applied to solve challenges that would have daunted even the greatest minds of later eras. Architecture soared to new heights. Mathematics was woven seamlessly into the fabric of daily life. Medicine advanced with a sophistication that would rival societies centuries later, and the movements of celestial bodies were charted with extraordinary accuracy. Among these achievements, none captures the imagination quite like the Great Pyramid of Giza, a structure that stands as both a testament to human ambition and a symbol of the intellectual brilliance of ancient Egypt. Built thousands of years ago, this monumental edifice reflects a civilization that understood geometry and engineering at a level that would influence countless generations of builders, mathematicians, and astronomers. The pyramid's precise alignment with the cardinal points, its proportions calculated with incredible accuracy, and its enduring design reveal a people who not only mastered the physical challenges of construction, but also possessed a deep comprehension of abstract concepts, demonstrating a harmony between practical skill and intellectual vision that remains astonishing even today. The Great Pyramid did not exist in isolation. It was part of a larger tapestry of human endeavor, a civilization where knowledge was shared and refined, where physicians like Imhotep developed early medical practices, and where scholars observed the night sky, tracking stars and constellations in ways that would lay the foundation for future astronomical studies. Nubia and Axum, too, contributed their own innovations, from sophisticated governance structures to advancements in metallurgy and trade networks, creating societies that were interconnected, adaptive, and forward-thinking. These civilizations were not just surviving, they were experimenting, learning, and thriving in ways that resonate through history. Walking through the remnants of these ancient lands, one can sense the layers of intellectual pursuit embedded in every stone. Every inscription, every alignment of buildings with the heavens. The pyramids, temples, and tombs are more than monuments. They are narratives carved in stone, telling stories of curiosity, ambition, and a desire to understand and shape the world. The knowledge embedded within these achievements did not remain confined to their borders. It flowed outward, influencing neighboring cultures, inspiring Greek scholars who would visit Egypt to study its wisdom, and leaving traces in the fields of mathematics, engineering, and astronomy that would echo across continents and centuries. What is perhaps most compelling about these civilizations is the seamless integration of human aspiration with observation, calculation, and creativity. Each innovation, whether in architecture, medicine, or astronomy, was a response to a question, a challenge, or a vision of what humanity could accomplish. The grandeur of the pyramids, the sophistication of Nubian trade systems, and the intellectual rigor of Aksumite scholars reveal a world in which learning and achievement were deeply valued, where individuals and communities pursued knowledge not for mere survival, but for the advancement of society and the enrichment of human understanding. Through their achievements, these kingdoms remind us that progress is never the product of isolation, but of the relentless pursuit of understanding and the courage to apply knowledge in ways that transform the world. The ingenuity of Egypt, Nubia, and Aksum demonstrates that human potential, when nurtured by curiosity and supported by culture and structure, can produce wonders that endure for millennia. Inspiring awe, study, and reflection long after their creators have passed into history, leaving a legacy that continues to illuminate the possibilities of human endeavor. As the towering monuments of ancient Egypt rose against the desert sky, another kind of brilliance was quietly shaping the course of human history. One that did not echo through stone and mortar, but flowed through the living body and the pursuit of knowledge itself. Imhotep, a figure whose name would resonate across millennia, emerged in this world of intellectual flourishing not merely as a priest or advisor, but as a pioneering physician whose understanding of medicine far surpassed what most civilizations had yet imagined. Born around 3000 BC, he served under King Djoser during the Third Dynasty, a period when Egypt was consolidating its power, building monumental architecture, and codifying knowledge in ways that reflected a sophisticated comprehension of both the material and the natural world. Imhotep's genius was not confined to a single discipline. He was an architect, a philosopher, a scribe, and above all, a physician whose methods would echo far beyond his time. Among his most enduring contributions is the work now known as the Edwin Smith Papyrus, a text that stands as the earliest known treatise on medicine, laying out observations, diagnoses, and treatments with a level of precision and logic that would not be seen again for centuries. This papyrus is remarkable not simply for its age, but for the clarity of thought it embodies, demonstrating a systematic approach to understanding the human body and the ailments that afflict it. Within its lines, Imhotep recorded cases of head injuries, fractures, wounds, and other traumas, detailing symptoms, examination methods, prognosis, and suggested treatments in a way that reflects careful observation, experimentation, and reasoning. Each entry reads not as conjecture or superstition, but as a methodical study grounded in evidence, revealing a mind committed to understanding life and preserving it through the application of knowledge. In a time when most societies attributed illness to the whims of the gods or spiritual imbalance, Imhotep's work distinguished itself by identifying natural causes of disease and approaching healing with rational techniques. He performed surgeries and treatments that required not only courage, but a meticulous understanding of anatomy and physiology, laying the groundwork for practices that would later influence Greek scholars. Centuries before Hippocrates became known as the father of medicine in Western tradition, it was Imhotep who articulated principles of diagnosis, prognosis, and systematic care, demonstrating that the science of healing was not bound by geography or culture but by intellect and observation. The Edwin Smith Papyrus also reveals an extraordinary humanism, a concern for patient care and the ethical practice of medicine that resonates across time. Imhotep's work reflects a society that valued learning and the application of knowledge for the benefit of the community, a culture in which intellectual pursuit and compassion were intertwined. The insights preserved in this papyrus were later studied by Greek scholars who traveled to Egypt to drink from its well of knowledge, bridging civilizations and transmitting wisdom that would shape the foundations of Western medicine. Imhotep's story is inseparable from the grandeur of his era, where the same culture that envisioned colossal pyramids and intricate temples also nurtured minds capable of understanding the intricate mechanisms of the human body. His legacy illustrates the extraordinary depth of African intellectual history, reminding us that innovation, curiosity, and dedication to the advancement of knowledge have long been forces capable of transforming society. Through his meticulous studies, surgical accomplishments, and enduring influence, he did not merely save lives, he illuminated a path for generations of physicians, inspiring a standard of medical practice that would ripple through time, connecting the ancient world to the modern pursuit of healing and understanding. While the ancient pyramids and the pioneering medical texts of Imhotep showcased the intellectual brilliance of early African civilizations, the spirit of innovation carried forward into more modern times through figures whose ingenuity reshaped industries and daily life, often in the face of extraordinary adversity. Granville T. Woods, later celebrated as the Black Edison, emerged in the late 19th century as a visionary inventor whose work transformed transportation, communication, and entertainment, bridging the worlds of imagination and practical engineering with a mastery that few of his contemporaries could rival. Born in 1856, Woods displayed an early fascination with machinery and electrical systems, tinkering with tools and devices in ways that would lay the foundation for a lifetime of groundbreaking inventions. As railways expanded across America, they carried not only passengers and goods but also the promise of progress. And Woods saw an opportunity to improve the systems that were rapidly becoming the nation's lifeblood. He developed a series of electrical devices, including the multiplex telegraph, which allowed messages to be sent simultaneously over a single wire between trains and stations, significantly enhancing safety and efficiency on the railways. His innovations addressed real-world challenges, preventing accidents and streamlining operations, demonstrating an acute understanding of both engineering principles and the practical needs of a rapidly industrializing society. Yet, while his inventions were brilliant, Woods faced obstacles that had little to do with the complexity of his ideas. Racial prejudice often stood as a barrier to recognition and fair treatment, and competitors frequently sought to claim credit for his work. Despite these challenges, Woods persevered, refining his designs and defending his patents in court, ultimately establishing himself as one of the most prolific African-American inventors of his time. His improvements to electric railway systems, the development of the electric roller coaster, and enhancements to telegraphy illustrate a mind capable of seeing beyond conventional limits, integrating knowledge of electricity, mechanics, and human experience in ways that were revolutionary. Each invention was not an isolated feat but part of a continuous pursuit to make technology more efficient, accessible, and transformative, reflecting a vision that was both practical and imaginative. Woods' contributions extended beyond the immediate utility of his inventions. They influenced the trajectory of electrical engineering and urban infrastructure, paving the way for future innovations that would continue to shape society long after his passing. His ability to combine technical skill with creative foresight made him a figure whose work resonates as both a symbol of individual brilliance and a testament to the broader potential of those who are often overlooked in historical narratives. In an era when the achievements of black innovators were frequently minimized or appropriated, Wood's legacy stands as a compelling reminder of perseverance, intellect, and the power of ideas to transcend social constraints. By mastering complex concepts and applying them to tangible problems, Granville T. Woods demonstrated that invention is not only a product of genius but also a testament to determination, resilience, and the courage to challenge the limitations imposed by society. His story continues the thread of extraordinary contributions, from the architectural marvels of ancient Egypt to the foundational medical work of Imhotep, highlighting the enduring influence of black pioneers whose innovations have propelled humanity forward across centuries and disciplines. Woods did not simply create machines. He illuminated the possibilities of technology, inspired future engineers, and left an indelible mark on the modern world, proving that brilliance knows no boundaries and that the pursuit of progress is a journey that can change the course of history. While innovators like Granville T. Woods were transforming the world of technology and transportation, another kind of brilliance was quietly reshaping the very essence of life itself, harnessing science to save countless human beings in times of unimaginable crisis. Charles Drew, a figure whose name would become synonymous with medical innovation and humanitarian vision, emerged in the early 20th century as a pioneering African-American physician and surgeon whose work revolutionized blood preservation and transfusion, bridging the gap between scientific ingenuity and the urgent needs of a world at war. Born in 1904 in Washington, C. Drew's early life was marked by both academic excellence and athletic prowess. Yet it was his curiosity about medicine and the intricate workings of the human body that would chart the course of his extraordinary career. During his years at Amherst College and later at McGill University in Montreal, Drew distinguished himself not only in the classroom but also in research laboratories, where he began to explore the properties of blood and its potential for long-term preservation. At a time when transfusion science was still in its infancy, and medical emergencies were often fatal due to a lack of safe blood supplies, Drew recognized the urgent need for a system that could store and transport blood efficiently without compromising its life-saving properties. His doctoral research at Columbia University laid the scientific foundation for modern blood banking, meticulously examining factors such as anticoagulants, storage containers, temperature control, and contamination prevention, creating standards that would become critical for both wartime and peacetime medicine. Drew's expertise and vision culminated in the Blood for Britain project during the early years of World War I, an initiative that sought to supply life-saving plasma to Allied forces under attack, particularly in Great Britain. Under his leadership, the project developed protocols for the safe collection, processing, and shipment of plasma, utilizing centrifugation techniques and rigorous quality controls to ensure that each unit of blood could be safely used on the battlefield. His meticulous planning and dedication to precision not only saved thousands of lives, but also established a model for future blood banks and national donation programs, laying the groundwork for the organized, large-scale collection and distribution of blood that continues to save millions today. Beyond his scientific achievements, Drew's career was marked by a profound commitment to mentorship and advocacy. Despite pervasive racial segregation in medicine, which barred many African-American physicians from hospitals and professional societies, he dedicated himself to training young surgeons, ensuring that the next generation of African-American medical professionals could meet the highest standards of excellence. At Howard University and Freedman's Hospital, he built programs that combined rigorous clinical training with ethical responsibility, emphasizing that competence, compassion, and leadership were inseparable in the practice of medicine. Druce's contributions extended beyond the operating room and research laboratory. He challenged systemic barriers, spoke out against discriminatory practices, and demonstrated that scientific achievement and social responsibility could, and must, coexist. His legacy connects seamlessly with the stories of other Black pioneers who, from ancient civilizations to the modern era, transformed their societies through ingenuity, courage, and dedication. Just as Imhotep laid the foundations of medicine millennia earlier, and Granville Woods revolutionized technology in the industrial age, Charles Drew advanced the frontiers of medical science, leaving a tangible, life-saving impact on the world. His story is not merely one of personal brilliance. It is a testament to the transformative power of knowledge, perseverance, and the relentless pursuit of progress in the face of social and institutional obstacles, illuminating the path for generations of innovators who would follow. Centuries after the monumental achievements of ancient African civilizations and the pioneering medical breakthroughs of figures like Imhotep, the legacy of Black innovation continued to unfold in ways that shaped modern science, technology, and intellectual thought, proving that brilliance knows no temporal or geographical boundaries. In the 20th century, Shirley Ann Jackson emerged as a trailblazer whose work in theoretical physics and telecommunications would lay the foundation for technologies that now permeate daily life, from fiber optic communication to caller-ed, touch-tone phones, and solar cells. From her earliest experiments as a child, observing natural phenomena and questioning the world around her, Jackson demonstrated a curiosity and analytical mind that propelled her to the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, where she became the first Black woman to earn a PhD. Her studies in physics were not abstract exercises but the seeds of practical innovations that would transform the way people communicate, enabling a connected world and advancing the frontiers of research and technology. Jackson's career at Bell Laboratories further exemplified the intersection of scientific inquiry and real-world application, where her theoretical insights were translated into innovations that directly influenced telecommunications infrastructure, inspiring generations of scientists and engineers to pursue their curiosity relentlessly. Beyond her technical achievements, she embraced leadership, becoming president of Rensselaer Polytechnic Institute, one of the nation's oldest and most prestigious technological research universities, guiding it toward global impact in education and scientific exploration while fostering opportunities for the next generation of innovators to thrive, regardless of background or circumstance. Her story is a testament to the enduring influence of mentorship, vision, and the pursuit of excellence, echoing the principles embodied by Black pioneers across history. In parallel, nearly 2 centuries earlier, Benjamin Banneker's brilliance illuminated the possibilities of self-taught knowledge in a young America still grappling with the injustice of slavery and entrenched racial prejudice. Born in 1731 on a modest farm in Maryland, Banneker's curiosity led him to study astronomy, mathematics, and mechanics with remarkable determination, teaching himself complex subjects through observation, experimentation, and borrowed books. His achievements were extraordinary, constructing a fully functional wooden clock entirely from hand-carved components, calculating solar eclipses with precision that rivaled established European astronomers, and compiling almanacs that provided accurate astronomical data, weather predictions, and medical guidance through his almanacs and correspondence, including letters to Thomas Jefferson. Banneker challenged the pervasive notion that intelligence and intellectual achievement were confined to Europeans, asserting through evidence and reason the capacity and equality of African Americans in scientific and civic life. The stories of Jackson and Benjamin Banneker, separated by centuries yet united by brilliance and resilience, form a continuum of Black excellence that spans disciplines and eras. Jackson's innovations in physics and telecommunications echo the pioneering spirit of Banneker, who harnessed mathematics and observational science to influence both the intellectual and political landscapes of early America. Together, their achievements reveal a lineage of curiosity, perseverance, and transformative impact, demonstrating that knowledge is both a tool and a legacy, capable of reshaping society and breaking barriers imposed by prejudice and inequality. From the stars Banneker studied to the communications networks Jackson enhanced, their work illustrates how vision, discipline, and courage in the pursuit of knowledge have consistently propelled humanity forward, reinforcing the enduring influence of Black pioneers whose contributions continue to inspire and elevate generations across the globe. As we trace the remarkable journey of Black innovators from the towering pyramids of ancient Egypt to the groundbreaking achievements of modern science and technology, the story reaches a powerful culmination in figures like Alice H. Parker, whose inventive mind quietly transformed the way people live. Born in the late 19th century, Parker recognized a problem that many faced during harsh New Jersey winters. Homes were cold, and traditional heating methods, relying on wood or coal, were inefficient, labor-intensive, and even dangerous. Drawing on her ingenuity, she designed a natural gas-powered central heating system that allowed individual rooms to be heated independently, a precursor to the modern heating zone systems and thermostats that make homes more comfortable and energy-efficient today. Her invention illustrates a broader truth. Black inventors and pioneers have not only solved practical problems, but have shaped the technologies that define modern life, leaving legacies that quietly touch millions of people every day. From the architects of the Great Pyramid, who merged mathematics, engineering, and astronomy, to Imhotep, whose medical insights laid the foundation for scientific medicine, to Granville, Woods, Charles Drew, Shirley Ann Jackson, Benjamin Banneker, and countless others, we see a continuous thread of innovation, resilience, and vision. Each of these figures confronted unique challenges. Whether it was the erasure of achievements from historical records, the barriers of racial prejudice, or the theft of intellectual property, yet their brilliance endured, leaving a lasting imprint on society. Parker's work exemplifies this same spirit, by addressing a common need with creativity, technical skill, and foresight. She contributed to a technological lineage that continues to evolve, reminding us that invention is not limited by era, gender, or race. It is defined by curiosity, perseverance, and the courage to innovate. The collective contributions of Black pioneers demonstrate that history is richer, more diverse, and far more inspiring than conventional narratives often reveal. Their stories challenge us to recognize the achievements of those who have been overlooked, to honor the depth of intellect and creativity that has shaped civilizations, and to understand that progress is built not by a few but by the countless individuals whose determination and imagination push humanity forward. These innovators remind us that innovation is a human endeavor, one that thrives when talent, opportunity, and vision converge, and that the impact of their work extends far beyond their lifetimes, influencing every corner of science, technology, medicine, and daily life. As we reflect on this journey through history, from the grandeur of ancient kingdoms to the laboratories, workshops, and observatories of modern pioneers, we are reminded that the legacy of Black innovators is not just a story of achievement. It is a source of inspiration, a call to curiosity, and a challenge to the next generation to carry forward the torch of creativity and discovery. Their lives teach us that brilliance can emerge anywhere, that obstacles can be overcome with perseverance, and that the contributions of those long marginalized are central to the story of human progress. Thank you for joining this exploration of Black history and innovation. If you were inspired by these incredible stories and want to continue learning about the pioneers who shaped our world, do not forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and share it with friends and family. By celebrating these achievements together, we keep their legacies alive and ensure that the brilliance of these innovators continues to inspire generations to come.